Hi there, I'm Elena from Lainey's Crafting Creations. I am going right out of my comfort zone, putting my face in the video, so please be kind. I just thought I might show you some of my knitting. I don't think I bought any crochet up, and English paper piecing and quilting. So hopefully if I post this, because I could look at the footage and change my mind. Also, I've got a cat wandering around here that might just jump in the picture once in a while. So what I might start with is an English paper piecing quilt, like a small baby or lap blanket. That was my, was that my first English paper piecing? Yes. It's still a work in progress. So I've started stitching. That's the back of it. I actually need to pick this up, so hopefully this will make me accountable to get back to it. So this is the quilt so far. It's really nice, soft. There's the odd bright colour, but mostly it's kind of soft and pastel colours. So it's going to end up really, really beautiful, and I just kind of pretty much taught myself by YouTube. I'm hand stitching, doing the actual hand quilting on this one, so I have done a good amount of it. As you can see, there's a good bit I've done, so I just need to pick this up because it'll be good to have it finished. We're in winter at the moment here in Dunedin, New Zealand, so I could have used this many times on my lap in the lounge. So I'll just chuck that down there. The next part of my English paper piecing is, while I was doing that one, is if you've done English paper piecing, you know that you just move on to the next idea and the next idea. And my next idea was, I think it's a Granny's Flower Garden pattern. So I have this container here, which is like an art folder, and I just, as I'm working on the stack of flowers, I'm just putting them in here. So that's one, two. I've still got all the papers in as well, so sorry, you probably don't want to see them all, but I'll just do it this once, and then if I ever record again, I won't take you through them all. And all of the fabrics that I'm using for this I've gotten from our local Spotlight, which is like a haberdashery shop, but it's also got homewares as well. Sorry, minor interruption. Someone came home, so the dog started barking. And it was my husband, and he said that someone's rear-ended my car, so that's cool. Deal with that later. Apparently it's not bad, so it's just a car. So carrying on from the big granny squares, to make up the rest of the blanket, I have made up heaps of small flowers, so they'll kind of go right around it. I'll put in a picture of how I've laid it out so far. I'm still working on these, the grey ones, because I'll need fillers, but they're actually cute. They've got little bees on them, which I thought was cute to go with the flower theme. So I've got like a lot of piles of the flowers. Every time I lie it out, I think that I only have 3 or 4 more to go, and then I think, oh, maybe one more row. So like just stacks of all different, dropping them on the floor. All the different flowers. Oh, I don't even know if you can see those. So I am getting there with it. It's a lot of hours of work, and then I've started doing some fillers where I know that there needs to be 3 grey ones together, so that they just saves me time having to individually do them. So I'll pop that down there now. The way that I store, as I wrap the coloured pieces in material or the grey pieces, I use 3 of these. I think they're actually normally used for tapestry, and you put your little colours in them, but as I'm working on my pieces I just keep them in here and then swap them out. So these can now go in with the other lot, and then I just have everything out and ready. So that's one container, and then I have 2 more. So when I'm done, I'm actually going to use the leftovers probably to make, Jules from So Sweet Violet has hot water bottle covers. Now these are only 1-inch hexy, so I'll have to use quite a lot of them to make them, but that's what I'm going to do with the leftovers. Put that over there. The next thing is I'm not very good at sewing. Like, actually hand sewing was a problem for me for many years, so I can't believe that I'm doing this much of it. I was so bad I would hand stitch my pants to a top if I was putting a badge on for a child, or I would hand stitch the top clothes, so I was pretty bad. And then I decided that, I think all of this really stemmed through the whole COVID watching YouTube videos, and then I decided I would give quilting a go and try to get better at the machine quilting. I haven't got the quilt up here because I have done nothing with it, but I'll show you one day. But the funny thing is I was using an old machine, and I'm so bad with knowing what to do. I actually sewed the whole thing. It was a jelly roll, and I sewed the whole thing, and the foot was not actually attached. It wasn't hooked in. I was wondering why there was crunching noises sometimes. So that's my level, whereas I've got a twin sister and my mother. They're both avid sewers that can make anything from nothing, but I have got better because I managed to do this massive quilt, which I'm still working on the edging for, and it is from Life of Pi Quilts, and I think it's called Exploding Hearts, but I'll put everything in the description, and I'll probably put things on the screen as well. But and a lot of my triangles, they actually matched up. So I mean, there's many that didn't, let's say that, but this is massive. It will fit on our Californian king bed, and I'm just doing the edging. I've done some of that. I even made the binding, which is big for me as well because I've never done that either. So I did make a label as well. Where's that? So I made a label that I stitched in, and I just used a fabric pen on that because I didn't like the idea of me trying to hand stitch words. I didn't think that would work. I'll put in a photo where you can see the actual whole quilt. I took one on our bed before it was actually quilted. And now I'll just show you a few of my knitting projects. This bag my sister made me. Very cute. And this one is just a baby blanket, but not just one for like in the car seat or in the pram, so it's not real big. And so it's just going to be, I'm already starting to decrease, so it's just that big, so it should be enough to cover them, keep them nice and snugly, but not so unruly that you've got a massive blanket. I can't remember what yarn it is I'm using. One of them is, it's a Spotlight brand, so it's like mohair, but it's FOMO, so false mohair. And the other is, do I have the tag? Yes, it's, is it that? I think it's that Big Baby 4-ply from Peyton's. And it's just in a really light grey. It's just started to fall apart, so there's not much left of that. I just pretty much guesstimated when I thought I had half and started then the decreasing, so hopefully I haven't misjudged that, or I'll have to do something different right at the end. And this bag, which I think my sister also made, I've got, well, I just finished these wee socks for the same person. I haven't sewn in the ends of one. These cute wee socks. And they are made with the pattern. It looks really funny with the tops up, but you would fold those down so they'd look not so skinny because they're, of course, ribbed. So they're really cute. They're going to go with that baby blanket. And I used Tabby Gandee's, what is that called? I can't remember, so I'll put it on the screen. I did only just finish them a couple of nights ago, so I should know, but I didn't print out the pattern. I just wrote it down as I went. So let's pop those down there. The other socks I'm working on, I like to work 2 at a time where I can, because I never seem to get back to the other sock otherwise. So these are the Fairground socks by Kay from the Bakery Bears. So they're coming out really cute. I really like them. I'm just onto the, what was that called, the heel flap. I normally do an afterthought, but I thought I'd follow this one all the way through the pattern. So they're turning out really cute. Hopefully you can't hear the voices that are going by down in the hallway. This one is, not that one, it's a crochet sock yarn. And does it have a name? No, just a batch and a shade. Also in here is some failed socks. I've been watching the Prickly Stitch with Sock and Hayley on YouTube, and they often do a whole tube from sock yarn and then add toes, heels and cuffs. I tried that, not for me. So I've got these 2 heelless socks that I need to go back in, and they were just going to be shorties because this was the last bit of the yarn, but I'm not ready for it in my brain, so I'll come back to that later. I did finish these socks. I've got some ends to weave in. I should have put my sock blockers up, but if I go downstairs now then I'll be interrupted by the people who have arrived. So I just did, I think these are the Rose City rollers actually, and this is Gallipoli yarn that is at our Spotlight. I think it's that one, or it's the crochet. I can't remember because I put them all in the same bag. So those are done and just need the ends sewn in. I should be doing that because, like I said, it's winter and it'd be good to have socks. I just thought I'd bring my other bag. This is the one that I put my pins on. I don't have a huge amount, just special little bits and bobs. And there's some finished socks in here too that I think I've even sewn in the ends and I just haven't got round to them. So this is just a vanilla sock, and I did an afterthought heel and toe. So both of them are done. And another pair of these ones. I feel like it might be the blueberry waffle pattern, or maybe it's one of Kay from the Crazy Sock Lady, but I'll put it across the screen so because I think I did put it in a notebook, but now that visitors have arrived, it's in the lounge and I won't get to come back out, and if I don't do this now I'm probably not going to do it. So those are really cute too, and this is just leftover yarn that I think I dyed actually a long time ago. It's a sparkle yarn. And then last pair, these might be sweet vanilla socks that I just put stripes in, but I'm not too sure. Again, if I know what it is, because I'm not the greatest with putting things in my Ravelry, I'll find out. I'll see if I can work out what it is, what the pattern is, but they're kind of cute. I need to be wearing those as well because they're all sewn in. I think there's nothing else in there. And then this one's just in a spotlight bag. And I'm just making Amy from Dandelion and Dogwood. I think it's one of her sweeter patterns. I'll put it across here because I haven't picked this up in a while and I really should. So I like to make things from, you know, the cheaper yarn that's at Spotlight or something, not all like this one is the Simple Hug from the Cozy Up Knits Girls, but I got this from, where did I get this from? Bendigo Wool in Australia, whereas sometimes I just want to walk into the shop and grab some balls of wool and see what they look like. So I've made most of the body, I'm just onto the ribbing. So I think that will end up cute, and that is using some, again from Spotlight, and it's Lion Brand Mandela Ombre. So I've still got, I'm hoping I've got enough for the sleeves because I know it was on sale, so hopefully it wasn't on sale because it was going out of stock. And then, mind the rustling, my last one is in this cute bag, which is one of, oh, and I've got my little mini sock blocker that I made a little sock for, so that's really cute. My sister got me this, and then I just made the wee sock to go on it. So it looks pretty cute. And this is the Northeasterly blanket, and I started this years ago. Look, could even be 3 years ago. And I'm just holding, this is, I think it's actually from AliExpress, some random mohair. Yes, it is. Yeah. And I just got a bulk pile of it, but I have had to reorder it again too. So that is looking cute too. So some of these are leftover yarns that maybe I've made something with, or I have ordered minis and things like that as well. So now that's got lots of ends on the back, but I've actually I have knitted them in as I've gone, so I only have to kind of track them through one time and snip them off. So I just need to sit down one day and do that. And this is, I plan on this just being a lap size blanket, so it's not going to keep going for too many years, but yeah, I'm just trying to grab as I go, not be too careful, apart from not having the same colour in the same row. So that is all of what I'm really actively working on at the moment, that I can think of. So if you're seeing this, I will put all of the projects, I'll try to put in when I started and when I finished them, but as I say, I'm not real good with Ravelry and updating that. I'll put my Ravelry name down below, maybe on the screen, and yeah, I'll show you some progress. It's not going to be anything like a knitting or crafting podcast, because I don't really like putting my face in a video, so this is big for me. If I post it, huge for me. Anyway, have a great day, and maybe back to show you the progress in the future. Thanks for watching.